That scene where you're singing Rihanna, Take Your Panties Off.
Take your panties off.
Subscribe to the podcast, KFC Radio on YouTube.
Bang.
What's the word, dude?
You know what it is.
Yeah? You doing well?
Barstools.
Let's go. How you feeling? Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Let's do it.
I'm cool.
Yeah?
I saw you on camera eating.
You saw me on camera eating? Awkward.
I started recording and be like, hey, that's you. But I didn't do that.
What's the word, man? Craig Robinson here on KFC
Sup?
Radio. I just think you got to be one of the most beloved people ever. Is that true?
I received that. I don't know if it's true, but I'll take it for sure.
I can't imagine anybody out there who's like, fuck Craig Robinson. You got a lot of enemies?
No, there's some out there, without a doubt. But
I can't imagine how or why, dude.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
I do feel like, you've been in fucking everything, man. I mean, every funny thing you're a part of, making it that much funnier. Is that, obviously you're a very talented guy, but is it friends in the business? Is it just people want to be around you? People love to work with you? Because someone of that, that resume is about as good as it gets.
I think you go in and you do your best, show up on time, the basics.
Yeah.
Be kind to people.
It's easy, right?
It's
but you know what?
easy.
It doesn't seem like it is, because it seems like there's a lot of people who don't behave that way. At least some of the horror stories you hear, people like divas and people, mistreating crew and cast and all that kind of shit.
No, there's no time for that. But, my mother's Flora Robinson and my father's Jack Robinson, and they wouldn't have any of that had I got out there and acted up.
Yeah, you're Chicago boys, right?
Yes, sir.
Chicago family? Yeah, so they were not allowing that?
No.
How many siblings you got? You got a big family?
Older sister, younger brother. And then, my father had 2 kids before he had married my mother, so then an older brother and an older sister.
All right, so big family?
Pretty much.
You the funny one?
I'm not the funniest one.
Really?
Yeah, but
who's the funniest
everybody's
one?
funny. My mom, rest in peace, Mama, love you. She was the funniest. Mm-hmm. And then, my brother's really funny. My father's more of a ham, so I got the
best
mixture.
Of both?
Yeah.
All right.
Of that, yeah.
All right, that's good, man. So the new gig, killing it on Peacock.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that, because
this is a show. It comes out Thursday, April 14th on Peacock. You gotta, I guess, get Peacock, subscribe.
Yep.
What have you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I play I'm a security guard turned python hunter.
Now, who the fuck comes up with that one? I know you're working with the Brooklyn Nine-Nine guys again.
Yeah, those guys, man. Dan Gore.
Security guard turned python hunter.
But in the meantime, I'm looking at, it's about the American dream. It's about, figuring out your way in this life. And but some bad things happen. I lose my apartment. My car burns up, and I'm a divorced dad, and so and I lose my job because. Well, you have to watch it, but
yeah.
But I get an opportunity to hunt pythons for cash for a big prize, and that's like
how much cash does this character make?
$20,000.
$20,000
If he's got to win the python contest in Florida. Here's the thing: in Florida,
okay, so you hunt pythons, and if you get the biggest one,
no, you got to collect the most.
Oh my god!
So in Florida. This is
a real thing.
A real thing. They they're overrun with the pythons because nothing eats them, but they eat everything, and so they have people. They pay people to kill them, collect them. So this is what that's based off of.
Wow. Do you have any Did you do any shit with real snakes?
Yeah. There were some real snakes, and the American Humane Society was there every time. But you have real snakes, fake snakes, and CGI. When I saw the CGI, I was blown away. I was like, "Oh, we doing something."
What were you doing? I'll tell you this right now. If I had my dream job and my dream paycheck, and they told me I'd have to have pythons crawling around me and shit, I'd be like, "I'm out.
Really?
Go get the next guy. Bro, I'm not fucking with snakes."
Check it out. I went to Australia with my band about 6 years ago. We went to animal sanctuary.
Okay.
And saw the cockatoo, sang the cockatoo. They were jamming and dancing. And if you get a chance, sing to a cockatoo. It's gonna dance. It's gonna blow your mind.
Really?
Afro pops up.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I don't think I'll get that chance, but that's a good thing to know.
Held a koala bear. It's like holding a strong baby, and then got to the snakes, man. And I was gonna take a picture, looking like I was scared of the snake.
Yeah.
But and I was barely gonna touch it. But then I did touch it, and it felt amazing. And then they convinced me, put the snake around my neck.
Bro.
Check this out. We've been lied to. That snake meant me no harm. The snake, we've been lied to by the Bible and Indiana Jones.
All right.
I put it around my neck, and then I put another one around my neck. It was awesome.
Yeah, okay. You're probably right. Most of the time, snakes are not looking to fuck with anybody. But they could cause you harm if they wanted to.
Oh.
And I'm not trying to fuck with that.
Like
I read a story about this woman who had a snake, and she said it wasn't eating. She was, feeding it mice or whatever. For days and days, it wasn't eating. And she went to like the vet or whoever, animal sanctuary or whatever, and they were like, how long has it been? She said a few days, and she said, you're lucky you came in now because it's growing space in its stomach to eat you.
Whoa.
And I was like,
dang.
I heard that story, and then this was her pet, and she played, played with it, but petted it and lived it, and
it's
and
mentally
fed it, and
preparing
it was like
yourself.
getting ready to.
I love it.
Not for me. Snakes and spiders, bro. I'm out.
Can you curse on here?
Yeah, say whatever you want.
We're not here to fuck spiders. What's up to the Aussies? I learned that yesterday.
What is it?
We're not here to fuck spiders. That's the Australian saying. Like I said,
I'm sure it is. Fuck spiders. Yeah.
We're not here to fuck spiders. I love it.
Dude, they got some spiders out there too. Australia's no joke.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with spiders, but the snakes I'm cool with now.
All right, good to know.
Now, I'm not saying go to a forest or a swamp and be like,
them, yeah.
hey, snake, come and hang out. I'm talking about the ones that, got handlers and stuff.
So we had last week we had Sam J and Jack Knighton from Bust Down,
right.
also on Peacock, and on the first episode of one of the episodes of their series, they had a discussion about which celebrities take the worst shits, and Sam J threw your name out there, dude.
What?
Yep. She said the discussion they have on their show is which celebrity, if you had to eat some celebrity shit, who would it be? And who would be the worst one? She said, you, dude.
I have no idea where it comes from. Okay. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's out of nowhere, dude. She just threw it out there.
Oh, well, all right. All publicity, right?
No such thing as bad, right? So, I mean, you're starring in this role on Killing It, right? I mean, you've done everything under the sun from bit roles to recurring roles. You've been on every TV show that like everybody has ever loved. Can you pinpoint a favorite project?
Oh wow, favorites? Let me see.
Or one that changed your life the most, or you have a fondest memory, or
well, you know what? When we shot Peoples, which is with David Allen Greer and Kerry Washington, and we were Callie Hawk, Kimry Davis, Malcolm Barrett, oh man, Estepatha, Murkison. Yeah, we was a group of, and then from Everybody Hates Chris, what's my man? Tyler, James, Tyler. Can't think his name. But that was one of the most fun times, man. We were out there in Connecticut, filming in Greenwich and staying in Stamford, I think. Mm-hmm. And, I think the dopest thing was we had a piano on set one day, and we were just singing harmony, and they couldn't get us to stop. The next day, they turned the piano off.
Really? Get back to work?
Yeah. But This Is the End was crazy.
This Is the End.
This is the end.
I mean, the cast is
we were there,
nuts.
and we were filming in New Orleans for like 2 or 3 months. And,
that whole crew was down there in New Orleans for 3 months?
I'm trying to tell you. Yes. And we had one of those nights where you come out of the club and the sun is out, and you didn't know. It was one of those. I think we saw BBD that night. It was oh man, what a time. And one day, Danny and I, we had like a couple days off. We went to we drank absinthe.
Jesus Christ.
New Orleans, baby.
Yeah, that's the time right there, dude.
Yeah.
Was Danny like out of everyone on that cast, was that like your boy? Like if you were to pair up with someone, go out drinking.
We had paired up. We paired up. Yeah.
That's a 2-man wrecking crew right there. Craig Robinson and Danny McBride. Jesus, that scene where you're singing Rihanna, "Take Your Panties Off."
Take your panties off.
Is that written? Is that a freestyle?
Take Your Panties Off is my song. Like I do it in my act.
Yeah.
They were like, that's what was Seth and them. Excuse me. When they called me in, it was like, hey, look, we want to do this movie. You play yourself. We heightened versions of ourselves. And we want you to, because that shirt I had on, Take Your Panties Off shirt, I had it on at a party one time. It was like, we want you to wear that shirt.
Yep.
So they just essentially had our clothes made
for the movie.
So it was like you come in and I would get out of this and get into the same
shit.
outfit.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And I was the first one to sign up. I was the first one to say yes to it. I might be the first one to ask. I don't know. But still. It was awesome, and and that Take Your Panties Off was from my act.
How was it working with Rihanna like that?
By the way, Take Your Panties Off is it could mean physically, but it's more of a movement. Like, let's say you had an audition, let's say you got trying to get a job. You need that edge. It's about that moment of consent where she lifts her stomach up and so it's like, imagine that. Like, take your panties off and get it done.
Everybody can take their panties off. It's male, female, young, old, whatever. Everybody can take their panties off and kill it.
It's a movement. And shout out to Rihanna. Let me tell you something. Working with her, she was so unbothered. That's what I remember, because her name was all in the tabloids, whatever. You'd have thought it was like another Rihanna. It was like she was just, hey, how you doing? She was hugging, everybody. She's a lovely, she seems lovely human being.
Funny too. I mean, that scene is absolutely a classic. That set in general, I've been lucky enough to talk to a bunch of different guys who have been in that movie, and I remember talking to Jay Baruchel, and I asked him about. I was like, how fun was that set, And he said it actually used to make him. It wasn't fun for him because it was almost like everybody was so funny. Everyone was trying to one up each other and be the funnier guy, and he almost felt like it was like a competitive vibe on the set. Did you ever feel that, or were you just having a good time?
I was having a good time. I see what he means, because you got Seth, who's just improv machine, Jonah improv, Franco was improv. It was So but mine, I was just like an assassin. I get in, pew, I just want some of the Milky Way, boom. So but I see what he means. But it's about how you approach it. I was just like, I'll get in, I know I'm going to get in somewhere.
I feel like you've always kind of been an assassin. Like, even, earlier on in the career before you're featuring, like, you're a bit role or a side character or a recurring character. But every time you were on screen, you steal it. Like, you are the star of that scene.
Appreciate that. That's what led me to this new show, Killing It. Working on Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Gore. I met with Dan Gore, our manager, Mark Schulman. And then Luke Della Tredici, and they were like, "Yo, we want to do something around you," and I was like, "Okay." And they gave us these 3 ideas. All were great, but this one just kind of like, this is different. Let's stood out. Let's go with that.
Was The Office, like the like a turning point for you? Do you feel like that was when? Because I mean, obviously you're a comedian. You've been doing, you worked on Arrested Development. I keep saying all these shows and movies, but was The Office when things really took a turn? And
1,000%. Yeah. It's a huge. It's everything to my career.
What was there like so you signed on to do what, like a couple episodes in the early seasons?
I was in the first. What goes on the first season. I got the role of Daryl. They did 6 episodes. I was in the 4th and 5th. I think the 4th episode just like they just established me in a warehouse.
Right.
When Dwight cut himself out of a box, and they just showed me like reacting. And then the next one was the basketball episode. Right. And you get renewed, hilarious. And it's like I got a couple episodes, so that went on for about 3 or 4 seasons, and then I got like 7 episodes out of 13. So out of 26 episodes, you see me in 14 of whatever.
Yeah, but just like continued to grow.
And then about 7 seasons I was a full regular.
Was that something you like made
Go up in the office,
like an effort for to make that happen? Or you
Zero
just,
effort.
Yeah,
it was just
all them.
I just, like I said, show up, do the work. Try to keep the. My whole thing was I was just trying to keep the job every time.
Yeah.
So no, they got to writing and then they would tell me like, hey, like I remember a long time in advance they told me that we wrote something where you're gonna be dating Kelly. I was like, okay, then I forgot all about it. And a year later, it was like, Daryl's dating Kelly. Oh, my goodness.
That's got to be an unbelievable feeling.
Yeah.
When you realize that you are now like a regular on arguably, the most popular sitcom of all time. It's right up there.
At that time, you didn't know.
No,
It's still shocking what was happening with The Office as far as when pandemic hit and it shot to the top of the charts and people are seeing it over and over. Like they finish it and then start watching over again. It's many different things to different people.
Yeah, it's weird. So it's like The Office, it gets popular in its own right, but then it gets to Netflix and explodes, and then it explodes again on pandemics. You've had like 3 different times where it becomes this like iconic show, and without you even doing the work, you just keep getting more publicity, more fans, more attention, right? Yeah. That's the dream right there. Passive fame. Just keep on growing, right?
Nothing wrong with it.
So, killing it. We have season 1 now, right? And are we signed on for multiple seasons? Or
no,
we got to get there, right?
We got it. Yeah, we got
people to
This
watch.
is why we're here
talk
right
about
now.
It, right? That's
get people to check it out. See what happens. And I never know how to. It's I enjoy it. I love it. And I hope people watch and enjoy it. And even if you don't love it, watch it anyway.
So the music side of your career, was that you grew up playing music, I would assume, right? Like you're obviously very talented. Was that like something that you always kind of let actors, writers, producers, directors know, like if you need or
No, so they would find out and then incorporate it. That's in Hot Tub Time Machine. I don't even think my character had a job. And then they came to see me perform, and I play whatever, and they were like, "Okay, so Nick's a musician," and so music is my partner,
right?
And always,
it differentiates you from everybody else, right?
Always shows up,
yeah.
And they always want to do something with it, and I'm so down.
Was there ever a chance that music was going to be the main money maker?
Yeah. When I was in college, I was looking to be a singer.
Yeah.
That was it. And I still, I have a band, The Nasty Delicious, so we do our thing. But
The Nasty Delicious.
Yeah, so it was a little late. But
that's your band?
We got some coming.
You're the front man there?
Oh, for sure.
That is a perfect name for your band, dude. Do you like tour, or is it just like?
Yeah, we tour for sure. I've got a tour bus a couple of times, but it's me controlling this, my baby. So it's not like we out there. We out there. People know you can Google, YouTube. But we have no albums out. It's kind of a shame, but we'll get there.
Make it happen, dude.
We'll get there.
You put some music out. You don't have
the
to
culture.
put out albums. Right? Nowadays, you just put out singles. You'll be a smash hit, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Put it on Spotify. You get a million streams like that, dude. People will be all over that. That's what I'm saying. You're so beloved, man. Like, I don't know anybody who's ever been like, oh, I like that movie, but, not his character, not Craig Robinson. Literally, no one has ever said that. No one's ever been like, oh, Daryl from The Office is the worst. No one. Nobody. And I know that's true.
No. See, you don't read the comments. I see
don't read the comments, man, bro. What are some of the bad comments? Tell me, because I don't believe they exist. I've never seen one.
There's some out there. There's some.
You're crazy, man.
For sure.
Everybody that I know that loves that.
But it's okay, It's all a painting, hey, you got a little red over here, a little green over there, a little blue over there.
I like that.
All adds up.
Things seem to be doing good. We got on the wrist there, dude. Jesus.
It's a little
blinding my eyes over here.
It's a little something,
Good Lord.
In lieu of wearing a suit and tie to all the press.
Yeah.
Let me do a little something.
I like that.
I appreciate it.
Leave the suit and tie at home. Put the jewelry on. Impress them that way. I feel that, man. So, when you did Hot Tub Time Machine, because that's the other, I think of like The Office, This Is the End. Those are the big ones. But Hot Tub Time Machine became something like this cult classic that,
no one watched Hot Tub Time Machine thinking this is going to be good.
Never. Not one.
Not one person.
Did you do Hot Tub Time Machine thinking
People
this is
either
going to be
saw
good?
it on the plane or you saw it because
You're hung
it
over
was
on
on and
TV
you
or
couldn't
whatever.
find a remote or
yes.
one of those situations.
And then it ends up being hysterical. People are, the word of mouth starts to go around being like, dude, it's actually pretty fucking funny. And next thing you know, it's like this classic that gets a sequel. It's one of the funniest movies. When you're acting on a movie like that, were you like, this is stupid, or you knew it was going to be sneaky funny?
So we're in Vancouver. You got Steve Pink directing, who's brilliant, brilliant from Chicago, amazing, funny. We had Cusack, we had Caudry, we had Clark Duke, we had so we're doing it, and we would get into these serious discussions about the scene, and I would be like, the movie is called Hot Tub Time Machine, and then we go, okay, yeah, you're right, and then you know what's here? We when I remember, I looked at the camera, I was like, it must be some kind of Hot Tub Time Machine. I looked at the camera, I said to Steve, this is how collaborative he is. I'm like, Steve, what if I said, because Clark was supposed to say it at first, I think he even goes, do I have to be the asshole who says it? And then I go, but I was like, what if I say it and look at the camera all hardcore? And he said, that's funny. And then the next morning we were shooting that.
That's clutch, because that little moments like that are what make it the classic.
It made the trailer.
Yeah.
And seeing it with the crowd, they still laughed at that part.
Yeah. This must be some sort of Hot Tub Time Machine.
Must be some kind of Hot Tub Time Machine. Just look.
When you first you audition for that or it comes across your desk or whatever, your agent comes to you and says, we got to do this. Were you like, I don't?
They send it to you. You read it, and I'm reading, and I laughed and dropped the script because I was like, because there was the part where I cuss out the little girl.
Okay. That's what did it. That's what clinched it for you.
It made me laugh out loud. I have to go for it.
Yeah. It must be some sort of Hot Tub Time Machine. Well, man, I mean, it's classic after classic, hit after hit for you. So I don't see a reason why Killing It won't be either. So
I appreciate
we're
that,
gonna try to get everybody to go watch it on Peacock.
Yes, sir.
If you got a few more minutes, we're just gonna go next door to shoot a video as well.
Let's do it.
All right, so
Don't
everybody
forget,
go watch.
8 days after Killing It is April 22nd. And The Bad Guys comes out.
All right, tell me about that.
It's an animated movie. It's it's Tarantino for kids.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I don't know how that works, but I'm down.
Check it out.
I'm intrigued. All right.
It's dope.
So The Bad Guys on the 22nd. Killing It is on Thursday, the 14th on Peacock. Make sure you go check all of it. Craig Robinson, thank you, bro.
Right on.
All right. If you're watching on YouTube, click here to subscribe so that you get all the new episodes as they come out. And John, what should they click if they want notifications? Make sure you click thumbs up for the like. Hit that bell icon.